Pennsylvania Highway 43 and PA Turnpike 43. I knew this would come. Alright, Pennsylvania Highway 43 is almost toll road all the way, and it is freeway all the way. It is part of the Pennsylvania Turnpike, and it goes from the West Virginia border to the Pittsburgh metro area. Here's our map. As you can see, the road actually starts as West Virginia 43, and then turns into Pennsylvania 43 once it enters Pennsylvania. The road goes from Spring Hill Township up to the Pittsburgh metro area in a little town called Jefferson Hills. You're watching the Xavier 456. I post new highway content every week. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and smash the like button. If you really like it, the subscribe button is there waiting for you to smash it as well. Alright, I must remind you that you can request your exit or intersection down in the comments below. Next week, we'll be covering PA 51. Alright, let's start by talking about northbound PA 43. And I have my E-ZPass ready. Here we get our Welcome to Pennsylvania sign, and this is actually one of two that look like this. This one's on PA 43, of course, because that's what we're covering. The other is on eastbound I-76, once you cross into Pennsylvania from Ohio. And here we get our Welcome to the Pennsylvania Turnpike sign, and for some reason, the America's First Superhighway text on the ribbon is faded away. What happened? That sign is old. Here we get our last exit before toll road sign, and as you can see, the sign up in the distance is for US 119, and it is a sign for Point Marion. Come on, that's just the town nearby. At that exit, though, we are signed for Uniontown, and maybe that would work? Because you're meeting US 40 there, and US 119 as well. Alright, we are getting to our toll booth. We have our E-ZPass ready, and you can either do that or toll by plates. We won't be doing toll by plates because that's more expensive. Alright, here we go. First time. Alright, here we are meeting with US 119 southbound, which is signed for Morgantown Road. No, if you want a control city on there, may as well just put Smithfield on there. And then we also get 40 East Hopwood, just because they're trying to get you to the next exit and loop you back on the business route. Cumberland. And we also get North US 119 and West US 40. But PA 43 somehow disappeared. Where is PA 43? And that still holds up with no PA 43 on the sign. But we do get a control city, Uniontown, as we get our exit 440 East Hopwood. Absolutely not. And here is where we split off from US 119, which is now signed for Connellsville and New Stanton. Absolutely not. If you're having two, that should be Connellsville and Greensburg. And meanwhile, we are signed as PA 43 Penn Turnpike northbound for Brownsville and Pittsburgh. It's fine if you have two, but Pittsburgh would do the job by itself, and that still holds up on this sign as we get an exit to US 40 and PA 51 Northgate Highway. Whoop, we got our second toll booth, and this time it is completely cashless. Here we are meeting US 40 again, and we get Briar Hill just because it's the slower route to Uniontown and you wouldn't want to take 40. And you just came from Uniontown, so I guess it makes sense. And Brownsville, that's the right choice. Here we are crossing the Monongahela River. There's not much to see on this bridge. Here we meet with US 40 again, and it's getting East 40 Brownsville with North PA 88. That would work. And 40 West is getting Centerville. No, that should say Washington Pa. Washington Pa. I don't care if you're signing something that an interstate already has that shouldn't be there, which I'll be talking about later, but Washington Pa. And meanwhile, 43 North is now signed for California. No! Why are you signing California literally thousands of miles away? That's a joke, by the way, but where is Pittsburgh? And here is our exit to California. The only reason that we put it on the frickin' sign. And here at this very same interchange, we get Elko. What is Elko? And why is Pittsburgh not on this sign? Why are you signing these nothing like little towns for like a single exit? And here is our exit to Elko, and I don't know why it's worthy of having an overhead sign. In fact, the town that would literally be here is Roscoe. Elko is like, it is technically a borough, but I don't know. And now at this exit, you can see we're signed for New Stanton, the ultimate insult, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Here we go, third toll plaza. Here we go. And now we meet with I-70, which gets signed west for Washington Paw instead of Wheeling or Columbus, and 70 East, New Stanton, which is the only reason we put it on that previous sign. And that should be Baltimore or Harrisburg, whatever, for the Turnpike. What are you doing, PennDOT, you little son of a... Not to worry, though. At this exit, we are now signed for Pittsburgh, finally. Don't know why we couldn't do that. That's just so ridiculous. And now we get this mileage sign, the first one on the route and the only one heading northbound, with Charleroi at 6 miles and Pittsburgh at 30. Well done there. Alright, here's our final toll plaza for northbound. And the ending of this road is here at PA 51, which gets signed for Elizabeth heading southbound. I think that's fine. And Pittsburgh for northbound, which is absolutely correct. Alright, now let's turn around and talk about southbound PA 43. Here on PA 51, we get to a ramp and it gets to 43 South, California. Again, no. California is literally thousands of miles away from here. Sign Uniontown if you want to go with something. Uniontown is far more significant than California Paw. And now we approach the toll plaza once again, and for the first time going southbound, so here we go, folks. After that, we get our first mileage sign, now with Finleyville on the top line at 4, I-70 at 16. Okay, so apparently Pennsylvania is now channeling Maryland with signing frickin' interstates on mileage signs, and California is on the bottom line. What are you doing? If you're signing cities, then you should not have an interstate on there. Put Finleyville, California, and Uniontown. Uniontown is the next significant place from here. Here is our first exit, and it's the reason we put Finleyville on the mileage sign. It's for West Elizabeth and Finleyville. And at this very same exit, we do get Pittsburgh for northbound, but California for southbound. Uniontown. Uniontown is what should be on this frickin' sign. And now we meet with I-70 with the same stuff as before. 70 West, Washington Paw, and 70 East, New Stanton. I've frickin' had enough with New Stanton at this point. Oh my god, I hate turnpike cities. Alright, next toll plaza. I hope this doesn't get too expensive. And at this very same interchange where PA 43 got signed north for one exit to Elko, we're now signed for Fredericktown. Now they're not favoring PA 43 at all. Now they're favoring PA 88, and I'll talk about that coming right up. We meet with US 40, which is signed west for Centerville. No, that should be Washington Paw. And East 40 and North 88 are getting Brownsville, and I think that's the right choice. And now South PA 43 and 88 are getting signed for Fredericktown and Uniontown. Fredericktown is signed for PA 88. I think that works. I looked at Google Maps and saw that there was not much significant down the road from there. And Uniontown is where 43 is going, and that is finally our control city. Why wouldn't it be signed previously? Here is where PA 88 South splits off and is signed for West Brownsville and Fredericktown. Here we meet with US 40 again, signed for Brownsville and Briar Hill once again because it's the slower route to Uniontown. If you were to go to Uniontown, you'd be better off staying on this road. At this very same interchange, PA 43 is signed for Pittsburgh and Uniontown, which are the right choices, and I don't know why it doesn't get those north of here. Here is our third toll plaza for southbound. We come to US 119, which is signed north for Connellsville, and I think that works after thinking a bit. and South 119 and 43 are getting Morgantown, and that's correct. Here's where we split, and here we go. East 40 Hopwood once again when it should be Cumberland, and South 119 and 43 signed for Smithfield and Morgantown. And once again, the sign I ranted about a lot in my US 119 video, 119 south from Morgantown Road with no control city in there, and 43 getting Smithfield and Morgantown. And just because of one exit quite far off of the road itself. Sign Smithfield on US 119, and just have Morgantown on 43. Here we get this mileage sign with Smithfield on the top line. The only reason we put it on that sign back there. And Morgantown is at least our bottom line at 23 miles away. And here is that exit to PA 857 and 119, Fairchance and Smithfield. It is this exit here that is quite far from Smithfield itself that you would have to drive down a bit. I don't care if the road is faster on PA 43, but if you're having Smithfield on that previous sign, put it on 119 and not 43. And now we get this mileage sign with Sunset Beach, I-68, another Maryland pole, and Morgantown at 13 miles away. So at least that's still our bottom line, and I agree with it. And here is our final toll plaza of the route. For last time this route, but certainly not the last of the series. And here is where we get our final exit, and we have interesting text. Last exit in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's text is quite big there. And we get to 119, Point Marion. Guess that works, because we're still going to Morgantown. And now we get our thank you for traveling the Pennsylvania Turnpike sign, as we also see on 76 westbound. And now we get our beautiful West Virginia sign. It's wild and wonderful, baby, but not much better than Pennsylvania at signing. But that's it for PA 43, and oh boy, that was so annoying. But I hope PA 51 won't be as annoying as this. I'll see you all next time, and as always, may peace be with you.